So, I get this comment a lot. On every single video where I talk about the state of TF2 or TF2 updates or anything like that, I always get people commenting something like this. I see people saying we just have to wait until TF3 gets announced and it will solve all of our problems, or just plainly, we need TF3, or just something like that. And it always gets me thinking, do we actually need a third Team Fortress game? A new video game release from Valve is always a big deal. Like, look at Half-Life Alyx and you'll see. So making a brand new Team Fortress game will probably boost the numbers up a fair bit for a while. So I can definitely see what people are saying there. There would be a lot of new eyes on the Team Fortress franchise and a whole lot of new players. Especially if the new game turns out to be good, gets spread around a lot and some big streamers start playing it. But what's to say that if TF3, if it did ever happen, wouldn't die down straight away and be left in a similar spot to what Team Fortress 2 is right now? Would the employees at Valve decide to work on other projects instead, leaving TF3 pretty much exactly where TF2 is right now? I don't know if it would be worth it for that little bit of extra publicity for a bit. I mean, maybe it would be, but there's no way to tell. I am always a little bit skeptical when people say that we need a new game, because a new game will probably come with a whole new feel to that game, if you know what I'm talking about. And I worry a bit about what the feel of TF3 would be. What if after all of these years of playing TF2 and doing all of this stuff, they release a new game that I just don't like, and I can't get along with, and I just don't want to play? That would really suck, to be honest. I'm just not sure how you can replicate the silliness of TF2 with dancing heavies, rocket jumping, trimping, which I can't actually do, but I imagine that feels quite good to pull off. I'm just not sure how you can make a sequel to this game that I'd love as much as TF2. And if the Team Fortress franchise was to lose that, I really am not sure how I'd feel. Like, there's a reason so many people have fallen in love with TF2. I don't think you can just recreate that, even if you tried. As well as that, I also feel like if Valve was thinking of making a TF3, there's not a whole lot that they can put into that game that couldn't be done in like an update for TF2. If TF3 was just going to be like an updated version of TF2, the same characters, same stuff and all that, just updated graphics, make a patch for TF2 that has those updated graphics in it. Don't change anything too drastically, but if you wanted to make the models slightly higher definition, or you wanted to make things look a little bit better and a little bit nicer and a little bit cleaner, then do that in TF2. We don't need a Team Fortress 3, at least I don't think. If they wanted to port TF2 to Source 2, then, you know, that's sort of like its own new game in a way, but it's still TF2, and it still will be the same game. I don't know if I'm just turning into like a TF2 elitist or something, and that I just don't want any other Team Fortress game, but I have no idea what the third game in this series would even be. And also, what about the traders? Now, I know for some reason a lot of people in the community don't really care about the traders that much, but I sort of do. What happens to all of the items that people have spent thousands and thousands of dollars on, or spent hundreds and hundreds of hours trading for? Would there be a way to bring it into TF3? Would TF3 even have an economy of items as well developed or sophisticated as TF2? Obviously that requires time to happen, but would it ever get to where TF2 is right now? And if not, that is kind of like a big portion of the players kind of left out if there isn't any of that. TF3 is starting to just sound like a lot of work, to be honest. I don't know about you. I don't want to figure out a whole new economy for a new game. I can't be bothered. I feel like this topic might actually divide the community quite a lot. So in the comment section down below, I want to hear what you guys have to say about this whole thing. Do you want TF3, or do you think it's a horrible idea and that we should never do this ever? I've got no idea. I mean, personally, I'm on the side of that we don't need this. I think anything that could be done to TF3 or in TF3 could be done to TF2 as an update, which will actually help out quite a bit more than a whole new game, I feel like. Like, if an update to TF2 is good, changes the way it works and adds a whole lot of new stuff, you saw what happened when Jungle Inferno got added. The same thing could happen again. We just need a big update with a lot of stuff to do. It's quite a big ask, I get that. But, you know, now that Half-Life Alyx is out, then maybe Valve will start working on TF2 again a little bit, and we can get some really cool update that brings a whole lot of new players back. New players back, old players back as well, but also new players. The Twitter thread actually I had about this whole topic, because I was trying to make this video based on what people were saying. Yeah, that's been interesting so far, so I can't wait to read the YouTube comments. So anyway, I think that is going to do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you want to help me out, then please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are new. I am giving away an unusual when we hit 60,000 subscribers, which we are so close to. It is actually painful. So please just subscribe to the channel if you're new. You might have an unusual out of it. I have no idea. Also, leave a like on the video as well if you enjoyed it, because apparently that actually helps out the YouTube algorithm nowadays again. And also comment down below. I don't think that does anything, but I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. I don't know how YouTube works anymore. I think I've lost it. Thank you so much for all of the support recently. It really means a lot, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.